Come on in. The kitchen is open.
Today's short and sweet devotional is called The Treasure Hunt. Riches from the book of Proverbs. John Augustus Sutter emigrated from Switzerland to California in 1839. California was then a Mexican province, and from its governor he gained title to land in order to start a settlement named New Switzerland. He took possession of 50,000 acres located at the meeting point of the Sacramento and American rivers. 10 years later, he was a prosperous rancher. When the Mexican War of 1846 to 1848 brought California to the United States, Sutter's future seemed assured. Then suddenly, events turned against him. On the morning of January 24th, 1848, one of his employees, James Wilson Marshall, discovered gold at the site of a sawmill construction project. Marshall and Sutter agreed to become partners in mining the gold, but soon the news leaked out. Sutter's property was besieged by thousands of trappers, farmers, sailors, lawyers, preachers, and people from nearly every other occupation, all of whom wanted to strike it rich in the new gold find. This was the beginning of the first, and still most famous, gold rush of modern times. Within a year, thousands of 49ers flooded into California seeking fortune. The book of Proverbs invites you to be a fortune hunter, but it urges you to seek something far more valuable than gold, and that is wisdom. Proverbs 3:13 through 14 state, "Blessed is the man who finds wisdom, the man who gains understanding, for she is more profitable than silver and yields better returns than gold." Proverbs 8, verses 10 through 11. "Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her." Dropping down to chapter 16, verse 16, it says, "How much better to get wisdom than gold, to choose understanding rather than silver." Jack Zavada says, "Proverbs is packed with God's wisdom. And what's more, these short sayings are easy to understand and apply to your life. Many of the eternal truths in the Bible have to be carefully mined, like gold deep underground. The book of Proverbs, however, is like a mountain stream littered with nuggets, just waiting to be picked up. Will you join me in this pursuit of wisdom? Paul J. Apple says, "The pathway to success in everyday living requires pursuing the practical wisdom of the Lord amidst the distractions of a seductive world." Proverbs chapter 2, verses 1 through 5, tells us to treat our pursuit of wisdom like a treasure hunt. It says, "My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding, indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God." If you really believe that the wisdom God gives in the Proverbs is of priceless value, then you'll want to read them. And when you do, you'll want to read them carefully, prayerfully, forcefully and successfully. I find all of that in those first 5 verses of Proverbs chapter 2. First of all, carefully. Verse 2 says to turn your ear to wisdom and apply your heart to understanding. Prayerfully. Verse 3 shows that you should call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding. Forcefully. Verse 4 says you should seek wisdom as you would look for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure. Successfully. Verse 5 assures us that if we do the above, we will be successful in our treasure hunt. The MasterCard commercials remind us that while many good things are costly, there are some that are priceless. That's what God's Proverbs are. Priceless. So here is my suggestion. Along with listening to these short and sweet devotionals, start reading through the book of Proverbs on your own. Maybe you could read one a day. As you do, consider ways to immediately apply their wisdom to the way you think and do life. In this way, you'll not only grow rich, you'll also invest those riches in the best possible ways. Enjoy God. See you next time.